Hello, folks. How you doing? I thought I would just reach out and talk to you because things are kind of crazy right now. Some really stuff has been happening behind the scenes in the last few days with action figure adventure and everything else that we're doing. So I just thought instead of trying to field a bunch of questions that you guys are all sending me and Jay at point, it'd be just a bit easier to address some of the things that are going on. So first, uh, thank you for watching the series in Canada. If you've been in Canada watching everything on Super Channel, it's been awesome. Thank you so much for watching it week after week. You made a huge dent in the ratings. Action Figure Adventure did incredibly well. That's the first thing. We are definitely looking at season 2 options for Action Figure Adventure. But before we can get to that, a bunch of stuff has to happen. We have to be able to, of course, get our discs and such all organized and shipped out to the backers. Because if it wasn't for the Kickstarter backers, we simply wouldn't be able to have done season 1 to begin with. We put a lot of our cash up front on the line and produced 90% of the series, but the Kickstarter backers came in, really believed in the product, and allowed us to kind of get over the finish line. So we got to reward them first. And we finalized the art, we finalized all the authoring. It's just a matter of waiting for a few more quotes to really get the 4-disc Blu-ray specifically out there, because a 4-disc Blu-ray is not a common thing. 2-disc, sure. 3-disc, a little bit more common. 4-disc Blu-ray doesn't happen a lot. So that's where we're right there. That's coming soon. Again, everything is like kind of online, ready for the manufacturer basically to push the button to go. We're just waiting for it to get out the door. Hey, Motu Joe, how you doing? It's so exciting that season 1 is wrapped up. And now we just put on our Facebook page and Twitter, Instagram, I think LinkedIn. Action Figure Adventure is up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. Awesome, right? I never in my wildest dreams would have thought we could make a product that would be worthy of a site that so many collectors go to for all their collectibles. And I reached out, and we've been talking with Big Bad Toy Store a lot. And they said, hey, let's try it out. Let's see how it does. If it's an experiment, we sell 1 disc. If we sell 1,000 discs, let's see what happens. So I kind of started talking about all this, about, what's going on in the future of Action Figure Adventure. Season 2 is a big thing that people are talking about, especially if you've seen season 1, if you watched it again. When season 2 happened, what can we do? What is the path to success in order for season 2 to happen? Well, making sure season 1 doesn't go bankrupt or go in the hole is the first step to that. So backers getting their discs, making sure that season 1 is profitable and we didn't lose our shirts on it, and then funding season 2. And the easiest way to do that, of course, is to pre-order the disc. A lot of you have been very, very vocal on, how can I get a copy of Action Figure Adventure? I missed the Kickstarter. Where can I watch it? What can I do? This is what you can do. You can order it on Big Bad Toy. It's on Blu-ray. We will be making DVDs of Action Figure, but I got to tell you, in the last 5 or 6 years that we've been doing Kickstarters, there's like maybe 10, 20 people max that want a DVD, whereas there's hundreds of people that want Blu-rays. So it's very expensive for us to do a DVD run by comparison. That's not to say there won't be DVD out there at some point, but right now we're really focusing on Blu-rays. Yes, we have to create some DVDs for everybody that backed Kickstarter that has DVDs included. We're not looking at this point to go into the DVD sales business. In fact, we really want to go into the disc sales business, but we had a cool opportunity with a toy store to Action Figure up. Now, it's a 2-disc Blu-ray. What's on it? All 10 episodes of the series. 5 episodes on there. We didn't want to cram all the episodes and really down the pit and sticking it on disc. Our Kickstarter backers get a lot of the bonus material. You've already got access, unless you backed at the lowest tier. Everybody has got access to the digital season episodes 1 through 10, plus all after show episodes for every their episode. in a Jace after show episode, that roundtable discussion with Jay and I talking what happened during the filming of the events of the episode. Deleted scenes, extended interviews, and a lot of backer foot as well. So a lot of stuff is going to be restricted to that 4-disc special edition Blu-ray that was Kickstarter only. Some of the material we've got some plans for, and if you're a backer on Kickstarter, one of the updates I think about a month ago kind of talked about what I hope to do. Lacey J is chiming in here. I definitely want D or Blu-ray, whatever is easy for you. Well, Blu-ray is easy. So quickly, it's just a matter of ordering it, and then that's great. Let's throw the link in here into the chat for everybody. Again, Action Figure Adventure is available for pre-order on BigBadToyStore. It's a 2-disc Blu-ray set. It is priced at $80, but it's 10 episodes. It's not like just a single 90-minute movie. So that's each episode is about 24, 25 minutes. You know, that's like 4-hour content. That's pretty good. It took a long time and a lot of people to put together. So we think that that is justified. The cost to make a 2-disc Blu-ray set isn't cheap by means, let alone the cost of making series as well. So when you factor that in together, and of course, Big Bad Toy Store is our partner in this, they've got to get a cut of it as well. This is kind of where we ended. It is just such a cool thing to be able to do that we're releasing Action Figure Adventure, that we've been able to partner with Big Bad Toy Store to do that. Again, never would have thought that this would happen. I know Jay, who's tied up right now, would love to be joining, but he's ecstatic too. It kind of took us by surprise because we'd been talking with Big Bad Toy Store. It's like, this is what we're thinking. Here are some images. Here's the product shot, which I shared with everybody a couple days ago. Like, look at our Blu-ray case, look at our DVD case. But we didn't know when it was going to go live. In fact, even this morning, I was talking with folks at Big Bad Toy Store, like, hey, so what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And then it went live, which is okay. It's cool by me. I mean, we're still figuring things out. Nothing that I'm worried about. Because the important thing is we want it out there, not only, again, to make sure that, you know, we pay back all the debt that season 1 costs, but also because we want to make season 2 happen. Season 2 of Action Figure Adventure. We've got a lot of ideas for season 2. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I kind of want to save it for when Jay can be part of the conversation. And a lot of it is out of our hands, of course, because of this pandemic that's going on, and what's open and where you can go and where you're allowed to go and how long you're allowed to be there. In Ontario right now, we're in lockdown. We can't even go visit a friend, even distant. We have to stay home. You do curbside delivery and stuff, but you can't, you know, go chum around with your neighbors or anything like that. Within 6 feet away with masks. No, can't do it. Got to stay home. So that kind of makes production really hard. But what can we do in the next 5 to 6 months to get ready for when things do lift? And that's planned for season 2. So we're reaching out to people to see if they want to be sponsors, to see if they want to come forward and donate either cash services to help offset production costs, because it's pretty expensive when you look at Action Figure Adventure. And if you haven't seen it, just imagine, you know, 5-6 people in a van driving around all over the place to different mom and pop toy shows, or stores rather, and some shows as well. We were at PowerCon and TFCon. But imagine driving around a whole crew and having to feed them and pay for gas and hotels and stuff. It adds up really quickly. So if we can curb some of those costs with some sponsors coming on board, helping rental cars or hotel costs, oh man, we get to season 2 so much faster. So if you know anybody out there, please, let's talk, let's fish out, because it was so much fun making season 1, and every that has watched is like, oh, this was great. It was a really refreshing on the world of collecting action figures, and that's awesome. I'm glad you loved it so much. I'm getting some comments here, chat here. I just want to shout out you. Ed was ready. He says it's awesome for watching, man. I really appreciate it. Mochu Joe is saying it's awesome again. Yes, Joe is awesome. I agree 100%. Canadian is saying I totally got to get this. Yes, please get this. Go to Big Bad Toy Store. Action Figure Adventure. It's a pre-order. I think the pre-order only lasts a month or so, and then by the time we'll have our 4-disc Blu-ray cases all set for our special edition Kickstarter back. And with the big order in, and then whoosh, it'll go out there. Now, if Action Figure Adventure does well on Big Bad Toy Store, if the pre-order goes well, we will talk with them obviously about putting it on the regular. There's no guarantees. There is like 0 guarantees, guys. This is an indie series on toy culture. It is not like big, broad spectrum topic that everybody, around the world can consume. Toy culture is small. It's fun. It's kind of fan base. Everybody comes there. We got so lucky with Figure Adventure. Everybody is very kind, very considerate, and helped us out in a bunch of different ways. But that doesn't mean there's people up around the block. Check it out, especially nowadays. So if you want to support, if you want to help us out, again, not to sound like a crazy promo pitch man, but now is your chance to check out Action Figure Adventure. Pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. Our Kickstarter backers are going to get the discs before everybody, of course. They're special editions. In fact, I was just finalizing the art. Looking at our fourth Blu-ray cover is completely different than the standard edition. So all you Kickstarter backers out there, it's been so awesome that I have the option to create these different kinds of art pieces to reward your loyalty and give you that awesome thing. Nathan's chiming in as, I am excited. Yes, so am I, Nathan. He goes, he's already pre-ordered. Thank you so much for helping out. I think you may have been number one to pre-order, which is really cool to see. My brother has been awesome. Thank you so much for helping us do everything that we do and wanting to help in many different ways. That's awesome. Jeremy is chiming in now. Rewards are rewarding. This is true. I couldn't have said better myself repeating myself as I did repeat myself. Jeremy, I was actually in the Podcasters of the Universe recently, and I had to interrupt that episode in order to come live because my phone was going to blow up now with all these different comments. Hey, what's going on, Action Figure Adventure? What is the big news, Action Figure Adventure? Everybody chimed, oh, it must be the DVD and Blu-ray. That's the big news. It's not the big news. In fact, the big news that we had, that Jay knows about and other people that work on the project know about, was big news. And then this DVD Blu-ray thing kind of happened after the fact. Became part of the big news, but it's not the big news. Still stuff happening, stuff that we can't say yet. Maybe next week on the Jay and Rob Toy Show, Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Wherever you're watching this is where you can watch the show. It'd be cool news. I just can't say anything, but I can tell you that Action Figure Adventure, the 2-disc Blu-ray, is now available for exclusive pre-order. Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, I mean, if you guys got questions that you want to throw about the Blu-ray, if you've got, let's see what I can do here. I am looking at right now. Let's see if I can pull up the different Blu-ray stuff, just so I kind of show you guys what some of it like. I don't know that I can. If I could do some picture for here. All right, does that sound good? I think it sounds good. Okay, let's see if I can do location window. There we go. So what you're looking at here is the DVD cover for Action Figure Adventure. Now, really hard to see some of the lines here. There is a line and it'll cut out here. This is DVD cover right now. It's still getting finalized. I want to trim up a few things, but it's all ready. I'm waiting on the quotes for those 4 Blu-rays. This is the DVD. You collectors, this will be the extremely rare version that is very hard to get. Got Jay and Rob, cartoon Jay and Rob, the Thunderhawk homage. Of course, this was illustrated by Jeremy DeWitt, who is watching in the chat here. Let's go over. And here's the Blu-ray cover. So you can kind of see that it's basically an image of one another. It is basically our theatrical poster here on the spine, and then on the back a blurb about who's in it, what's on, and what to expect. And all the pictures I chose, I wanted to have Jay and Carson here. It's a really fun shot. Carson's collection is in the background, or at least the X-Wad stuff is. That guy never focuses. He says he's a G.I. Joe guy. Look, I show you one pair, and it's like anything G.I. Joe. We got Star Wars, the Batcave, I see CMNT, I see X-Squad. It's just disappointing. I hate when some collections are disappointing. Just Carson, I absolutely love you. You know that. We have our building block at the bottom. All our sponsors, including BigBadToyStore, is on there, and of course, and our slogan for the toys and the power of playtime, because that's really what fueled this journey and this impact. And then over here, should I guys or should I not? Nathan chiming in. Already ordered, and he's excited. Thank you, Nathan. We're here. Let me just bring this up. So this is our special edition one. So this is a little different than the other. So this was our chart that Ken Coleman did for us. Turned us all into Master of the Universe inspired figures. And I thought we have to do alternate key art for our special edition Blu-ray. And I thought, let's use the action figure poses that did and put them on the cover. So that's what we mocked up here on the back. We just got some stones and whatnot. And I'm trying to think of an image I might want up here. Probably want to do something than the other one. But this is going to be impossible unless a back sells it, which, hey, it might happen. If a backer sells it, then that is your way of getting the 4-disc Blu-ray, which includes 10 episodes of the series, and then the 10 after-show episodes. Like I said, have the roundtable discussions with Jay and I, has toy room tours, has a backer footage, has deleted scenes, extended interviews, and even live scenes. I think some of the stuff that is the after show is stuff that you didn't get to. So when I went to Toy Safari in the San Francisco area, the Alameda area, that was a lot of fun. There's even more of me in New Jersey at Rip and Run Collectibles, and there's stuff with Jay too, which was a lot of fun to check out. So that all part of the 4-disc special edition stuff right there. Nathan wants to know if this will become a poster. No, it's not going to be a poster. Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe it will. We don't have for it just yet. We gotta tackle everything one time. That's all we really do. And if my audio is messed up, let's see what's happening here. Stop screen. Is that better? Work. Looks like the audio's fixed now by the sounds of it. It's a special edition poster. We obviously have the rights to sell it, but the problem with all this stuff is I'm a filmmaker. I am not a marker. I do not sell a bunch of stuff. I do not have a warehouse of inventory nor the time to do things all over the world stuff. We have some really partners at Rags. O2 Joe is really with that stuff. So we could posters through Rags if we have our figure adventure posters on there, and they're quite limited, but that still required us to take on upfront costs. If they all sell out, maybe then we'll do another poster because it just becomes cost prohibitive to do posters and just have to sit until they sell. So if you want to see that poster, grab a poster from Retro Rags, put that up on your wall, and if they all sell out or we get to a point where at least we can break even and order more, then hey, that's an easy thing to do, Anybody else out there have questions about this? Man, it's so cool. Action Adventure is on Big Bad Toy Store for pre the Blu-ray. Let's see if I can put up here. Screen share. Okay, Chrome tab. Here we go. There it is. Again, awesome. Jay and I are so proud that we're able to do this. We got some products from the show. Oh, there's Kevin. There's Jay looking at some Prince Power stuff. Obi-Wan, of course. Pound Store of Heroes. Dust Collectibles. Shot with Carson. It's on the back. Eternia at Dark Matter. Is a back skeleton. That's a pretty pricey item. Snake Mountain Canadian version there too. So you can basically see some of the sales if you've seen it already. Just super cool. Excited that it's out there. If you've got any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. Jeremy saying, so cool. Thank you so much. Jeremy Gerard saying, awesome. Congrats, guys. Well, thank you. This wouldn't have been possible. Your contribution, help. You've spread the word. You got people involved. It's just awesome. So I just want to take a few minutes, everybody. Thank you so much for everything you've done to allow us to get to this point. Have a series, to have support, to get it shot, to get it done and finished, and now packaged and available for pre-order for people outside of a crowdfunding initiative. It's a big day for the entire action figure adventure team. That's self, that's Jay, that's our big partner in all of this, Justin Schoenrock, who believed in this crazy idea where I said, "Hey, remember that movie Nintendo Quest that you like? Well, we kind of want to do something in a similar vein, but with action figures. And instead of, someone just collecting something for their shelf, what went on a mission, we built an auction around the efforts. And that's how Action Figure was born. Jason was an integral believer in it. He was a supporter. Day one, we had up our end of the bargain, show him why his support worthwhile. But here are now. Help us get to season two. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I know we can make it happen. I believe in it. So let's make it happen. Thanks so much for listening to this. I'm really excited to have more questions about Action Figure Adventure in that Blu-ray release. Please just hit me up. I'll do everything I can. It's exciting. It's a very exciting time for everything on, and thank you all so much.